So there are several locations listed across Colorado, Nebraska, and New Mexico. And I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in. Let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. Back to the personal situation. Let's head into this Dollar Tree over in Maplewood. Stable milk is also A+. These past few years showed me. Hey family, welcome back to another video. Today is Saturday, so happy Saturday. Hopefully you all are doing well. This is Shauna and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in. Let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. Just hoping you all had a great week and looking forward to the rest of an amazing weekend. Let's see exactly what's going on. So much to discuss. Watch out for the recalls from Walmart. Walmart, stay with the recall, y'all. But we still shop there, right? You just really got to be careful with the recalls overall. Sometimes it's, with the food, and sometimes it's with, everyday products. Who knows? That's why we got to watch out and pay attention to those recalls. So let's see exactly what is going on. So if you do shop at Safeway, stay tuned because these locations are closing for good. Retail closures seem to be a trending thing, huh? Stores do be closing left to right, but when it comes down to this Safeway, here are the locations they will close on or before November 7th. So if you live in an area or often shop at these locations, come sometime in November, they probably just won't be there. So if you do shop in Englewood, Colorado, the one at 201 East Jefferson Street, they will no longer be there. North Glen on 120th Ave in Colorado as well will not be there anymore. 1653 South Colorado Boulevard in Denver, Colorado. They will be closing as well. 12200 East Mississippi, Aurora, Colorado also will be closing. We have College Ave and Fort Collins will be closing. These are Colorado guys. Cleveland Ave in Loveland, Colorado. North Academy Boulevard in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Murray Boulevard, also in Colorado Springs, Colorado. 2nd Street, La Junta, Colorado. East Olive Street in Lamar, Colorado. Moorhead Street in Chadron, Nebraska. So it's only one location there. And then West Main Street in Farmington, New Mexico. So only one location in Nebraska and one location in New Mexico. But the rest is Colorado. Wow. Seems like they're shutting down whichever Safeway locations are left in Colorado because they have more than a handful of stores definitely closing. Wow. So they're saying that they're closing their stores. And of course, more food deserts are being created depending on where you do live. They're saying that they are shuttering these locations due to their store performance. If the store isn't performing well, they're saying that they are shutting doors. So let us know how y'all feel about that. Any stores in your your area suddenly closed and you did not expect it, let us know in the comments down below. We have a few Dollar Trees that, wasn't on any list that I came across that actually shut down. We didn't know. Just one day, boom, the doors closed just like that. I guess, at this point, if you want a recalled item, we shop at Walmart, huh? Walmart has been recalling items left to right. Now they have another recall for the Middlefield original cheese. So they have a number of cheeses here recalled. We can jump straight down to it. It is due to salmonella, or is it listeria? It's one or the other. Let's double check. So they have the Middlefield Original Cheese Co-op facility in Middlefield, Ohio, is recalling one lot of Sunrise Creamery Dilly Pickle Monterey Jack cheese with dill pickles in 6 ounces in 1.25-pound packages. One lot of the organic Guada cheese in 8-ounce packages, and specific lots of the mozzarella, provolone cheese, cheddar cheese, pepper jack cheese, Swiss cheese, and Monterey Jack cheese. Packaged as 5-pound loads or 5-pound shredded bags because of potential new contamination with listeria. There we go. Which is that bacteria that grows and you can get an infection. Of course. So the recall products were produced on May 30th and August 13th of this year, and distributed in Ohio, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Texas between July 7th and August 14th. Products were sold through distributors, dining halls, and retail stores. And here's the specific items here. We'll go ahead and link this and a pinned comment down below so you can go back and have time to check your refrigerators or freezers. And they actually have pictures of the packaging here. So if you notice any of these and you notice that you purchased any of these cheeses within those dates, remember this recall is current because consumers probably still have this product. And let's just see. It is due to a foodborne illness. You can take it back to the store to actually get your refund. It say you should dispose it or return it to the retail location for a refund. So that's pretty good. You get the, get your refund here. Here's everything that you need to know here. It's the Midfield Original Cheese Co-op, the Sunrise Creamery, recall with listeria. My bad, guys. Okay. And those states there: Ohio, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, and Texas. All right. So if you have it, take it back. While Kroger also is an exceptional store, and I know some of you love Kroger, they would be closing some locations. But they also mentioned in good news that they will also be opening a handful of stores as well. We just don't have the locations yet. But these 3, I think it's 3 or 4 locations that would be closing. Let's pop it up right here on the screen. All right, so this September 12th. So let's see, did they close now? What is today's date, guys? Oh, they closed. So September 12th, they should have closed by now if you guys did or didn't know. The one in Georgia on 3479 Memorial Drive in Decatur, Georgia. It said closing September 12th, so let us know if it's still open. Another one in Georgia is expected to close in October 17th at 3855 Buford Highway in Brookhaven, Georgia. And then over in Tennessee, you got 1664 East Dome Drive in Kingsport, Tennessee, closing September 19th on my son's birthday. And then Virginia, 466 South Cumming Street in Abingdon, Virginia, to close also on September 19th. So those are 4 locations of the Krogers that would be closing. So if you do shop at those locations, definitely look out for them closing out sales. It's a great time to rack up on items and stock up your pantry, and grab those stockpile items right before they close doors. But those are the Kroger locations that is closing. So over in Gary, they're doing like a sweep of businesses with violations and shutting them down. So we have Save More, Miller K Market, and others. They were ordered to close until violations was addressed. And I think that this is something that a lot of cities need to do across plenty of states. Of course, not all violations is food related, but a violation is a violation. And if the store is not kept up the code, 9 times out of 10, the items that's in the store, could possibly be contaminated with something that can definitely cause some, major concerns. So they're doing a crackdown on food safety. The city of Gary has temporarily closed several grocery stores and restaurants in recent weeks after inspections uncovered multiple health and building code violations. City officials says that the closures are part of a coordinated effort to raise standards and hold businesses accountable. So the enforcement push has already affected neighborhood staples, including Save More. So if you're from the area, I'm sure you know of these stores. On the city's east side, Save More on Broadway and Milliken Market. While city leaders stress that none of the establishments are permanently closed, the move has stirred an outpouring of reaction from residents concerned about the balance between protecting public health and ensuring access to food in a city long considered a food desert. And the city just came back and they're saying that residents deserve that, to know that they can trust the businesses, that's operating in their community. They saying they will no longer tolerate establishments that cut corners to compromise public safety and health. But the city, they did definitely come through, and they're saying that they was what do you call it? I think shuttering, like taking some of the residents to other stores further away. They're saying Artie King, owner of Kings and Wings, shared his frustration, saying his closure was tied to paperwork. Some paperwork, guys. So before the closing, officials said they had given warnings, but they never even received them. They saying they had to close because of some behind the scenes paperwork that needed to be taken care of. Nothing more, nothing less. It had nothing to do with cleanliness, mixing food, or any other reason. They saying it's been shut down over some paperwork that they never even received. Man, that's ridiculous. So here's what the city is saying. The health and safety of Gary residents is the city's highest priority. The city of Gary has temporarily closed several food establishments due to code violations. These closures are not permanent, they're saying. The Milliken Market and Save More have already reopened after re-inspections, they're saying. For their inconvenience, starting Saturday at 8:30. They have the R3 route, runs every 30 minutes, they're saying. The last run is at 5:30. The BMX Broadway route runs every 30 minutes. Last run is at 4:30, so they're boosted up. How often, I guess, the buses are running or these shuttles, I'm not too sure. They're also saying they're taking action to ensure, food safety. I think more cities, should do this. The city of Gary is committed to protecting residents and ensuring safe quality food for all. 2, the accountability in raising standards, they're saying. They're saying business reopening. They're targeting for businesses to reopen. 2 already reopened. They're saying making food more accessible, partnering to expand grocery access and provide fresh food. Expanding grocery access and supporting fresh food resources. And they're also improving food access with GPTC and supporting the Gary food collections, they're saying. They're also trying to find long-term solutions, and they are addressing the food deserts in Gary because they do have like food deserts. They're working with the IU Northwest Cure to study food deserts. Our research will guide long-term policy for healthier communities, they're saying. Some of the residents are here. They're saying this is great news, a step in a good direction. Can the housing be next on the list? Oh, that's everywhere. Cost of housing in general, cost of living, almost everywhere have tripled. It's ridiculous. So yeah, so that's about it. I'm happy to see that Gary is on a step in the right direction. That's pretty darn good. Well, in other news, they saying suspect in Charlie Kirk's killing had a new interest in politics and a squeaky clean reputation. Let me know how y'all feel about this one here. Yeah, just out of nowhere? Just like that, huh? That don't make no sense. All right, and store visit this week was Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree did make the list. I did see some items did jump back up to, not back up to, but some items jumped up to $2 when it was just $1.75. So certain items are $2 now. Of course, the floral was $1.75. Halloween supplies are now $1.50, or any, decorations. $1.50, guys. $1 for Hallmark, not bad. Hot Mess with the Kids books. While some items, like up top, it did say, it do say $1.25, but honestly, that stuff was ringing up at what it says down here, which is $1.50. A hot mess, but it's okay. While walking through the store, I did notice, if you look at these little papers, the items that's coming in at $5, nobody's buying it. So guess what they did? They doing a 50% off because no one was buying it. They got the field trial adult dog food there. They have 50% off, y'all. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen if no one's buying it. Before they completely toss it out, they going to run a sale. Hardware is now $1.50 as well. If you didn't know, then you know. They did have some detoxifying charcoal face and body cleaning wipes. It says $1.50. I'm not sure if it was $1.50. I mean, $1.25. Not sure if it was $1.25 because, like I said, we went shopping here, and by the time everything scanned up, there was so many items ringing in at $1.75 and $1.50. So though these items say $1.25, it's probably not. Bath textiles are $1.50. They put these little guards like on a candy, if you guys can see it here. So then that's new. They did update their shelving. Forget the plus section. They are putting like $5 items, $3 items, $2.50 items, all of that all over the store. It's not just a plus section, kind of thing anymore. $3 items. I just hate that this store is always such a darn mess. But yeah, that was the Dollar Tree experience this week. More items are up in price. All right, fam. So that's just about a wrap. Once again, happy Saturday. Hopefully you all enjoy your weekend. Definitely watch out for these recalls. Stores are still closing. I'm happy to hear that Gary is cleaning up the streets of the stores at least. Trying to make, food in the stores safer. Yeah, that is pretty much it. If you are new here and you did enjoy today's video and found it useful, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel just like this. Bing, to become part of the family. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Anything that you would like to share, drop it down in the comments down below. Until next time, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. You all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Love you all, and God bless. Peace.